Hello, everyone. This is Adam Meister, the BitcoinMeister, the Disrupt Meister. Welcome to Today in Bitcoin. Today is February the 5th, 2017. I want to thank the reoccurring Bitcoin person who sent me some Bitcoin, and also to a great person who sent me Bitcoin who really enjoyed the video that was about the South African solar company and Bitcoin. Thank you. This week in Bitcoin, the link is below. We had an interesting show. Also, remember to check out the Giant video that I did, and it's linked to below. And you can check out his blog, which was cool and mentioned the video. There is a guy named Electric Gains who took up my challenge and just made a video about cryptocurrency, and I will link to it below. He did a good job. We need more people just doing that. Make more videos, get the word out there. So good job, Electric Gains. Thank you. That was very nice of you to make a video, and keep on making them. So the Super Bowl apparently is over. I had to check the score a couple of times I didn't want to check the score, but I had to know if it was over or yet. Should I start the video or whatever? And so you might remember I made a video in the past that I was not going to watch the NFL at all this season. And also when I was in Vegas, I made some comments about how the NFL is it's such a waste of time. And I'm from Baltimore, where the Baltimore Ravens are huge. And I'm, a huge Ravens fan and everything. But I didn't watch the NFL all year. I made it through, didn't watch the Super Bowl tonight at all, didn't watch one game, not 1 minute of it really. I probably walked by some TVs and saw seconds of it at times during the year. But so it shows you, and I'm so happy I did it. I've been so much more productive than in the past. It's been great for this channel. It's been great for me personally. So I want to clear up one thing. I talk about altcoins here. People want to hear about altcoins. Everyone knows that, Bitcoin is my thing. That's my thing. But the altcoins are interesting. And sometimes we talk about speculations. Sometimes we talk about the news with Litecoin. But I just want to make it very clear. Just because I talk about it doesn't mean that I'm telling you to buy them. The only thing I tell you to buy is Bitcoin. Buy and hold Bitcoin. Everything else, I'll say this is a good speculation. I'm not saying to buy it. I always say, hey guys, if you've got money to blow, do whatever you want to do. What you want to do. This is a speculation. I'm not saying buy it as an investment. You have to be willing to lose everything. Even, when I'm talking about Litecoin, how I think, yeah, because of this SegWit, the price might double or triple or something. I'm not saying, hey, go out there and buy it. I'm saying there it is. If you're willing to lose a lot of money, if you're willing to lose everything, there's a chance it'll double. But I tell you to buy Bitcoin. So I talk about a lot of altcoins that people write to me and they're like, well, why? I bought it, Adam. I was like, whoa, you bought it? Buy Bitcoin. Buy Bitcoin, buy and hold Bitcoin. The altcoin stuff we can discuss. It's fun to talk about and everything, but I just want to make it clear. I'm not telling people to buy specific altcoins. And we'll get into some altcoins a little later on here. Oh, right now, hey. So Litecoin SegWit update, yet another site I will link to. You can make up your own mind. There was a really good thread on Reddit about the history of Litecoin. And I will link to that below. And I think if you're interested in Litecoin, this person, he owns Litecoin. He's a fan of Litecoin, but he tells the history, what's been going on and what might happen. So it's a really good account. I will link to it below. Reddit, it's a Reddit, on Reddit, Litecoin Reddit. Anyway, I was also thinking, and I've discussed offshore accounts before. A lot of people have this desire to have an offshore bank account in the United States, and the United States has made it incredibly hard. And one reason people like to get second passports is so they can set up an offshore bank account. That's just one reason. But I would tell you now, with Bitcoin, what's the point of having an offshore? You're not missing out on anything. So Bitcoin is defeating the U.S. government's attempt to prevent Americans from getting their money, storing their money elsewhere, not in the traditional banking system. And so you're not missing out on a Swiss bank account. You've got a Swiss bank account in your pocket now with Bitcoin. So, and that I didn't make up that line. I think Barack Obama might have even made up that line. I don't remember. But it's just something to think about, how the world is going to change. And people will not desire these Cayman Island accounts anymore, or Swiss bank accounts, whatever. So Tuur came out with his video just talking about Bitcoin, his charts and everything. And one thing, and I'll link to it below, subscribe to his channel. He said the chart is insanely bullish. Wow, insanely bullish. So I thought I'd mention it. He doesn't usually speak in that manner. So I want everyone to be calm here. Let's be calm for a second. Scam, and this is something that Tone is into. Scam is a very overused word in the cryptocurrency space. We're kind of it's losing meaning. I mean, a scam is where someone is trying to rip you off totally, run away with your money, close down, shut down, just totally. It's a fraud. It doesn't even exist, most likely. You know, Bernie Madoff. Just a scam is going to totally just it's done with horrible intentions, and the results are tragic. And Tone and some people feel altcoins. If you feel altcoins are a means to steal your Bitcoin, and I guess that's what Tone believes, or I don't want to put words in his mouth, but then you can say, okay, all altcoins are scams. Then, okay, if you think all these dudes want to do is get their hands on Bitcoin, it's just a way to steal Bitcoin from people. They're all going to shut down eventually, and the guys who made them up will run away with the Bitcoin. All right, okay, maybe you're onto something there, but let's think about what's going on in the world right now, and just when everyone is shouting scam, scam, scam at altcoin X or altcoin Y, they don't have bad intentions. That it sounds like these people that just scream Trump is a Nazi, Trump is a Nazi, Trump is a fascist, you're a fascist because you support Trump. I mean, we're losing. We don't want to lose what Nazi really is, okay? And when you call Trump a Nazi, you start to lose the meaning, because he's not a Nazi. And we have to be careful, I guess, with our words, is what I'm saying in the crypto space here. So are the people of Dash trying to rip people off? I mean, no, I don't know really how you can say that. And think about this. Why would Trezor and KeepKey include anything that remotely resembled a scam? They both store Dash. In fact, Trezor only stores Bitcoin, Dash, and sort of Zcash, okay? If you go to your Trezor, it says Dash on there now. These are companies that rely on trust. I mean, that's their business model, safety and trust. If you have 100 Bitcoins, you're not going to use a product that approves of a scam. And the people that are behind Trezor and KeepKey, they understand what a pre-mine is. They understand what Dash is. There's some smart people there. And so I just want to make it really clear, and I don't want to offend anyone here either. Dash is not a scam. All right? That doesn't mean that Monero can't be the greatest cryptocurrency in the world. And I actually have more Monero than Dash for whatever reason. Not that I have a lot of them, but I do. And I'm not, because I don't want to seem like, Dash, you're some shill. That's what everyone always accuses everyone of. So it doesn't really mean anything, how much Adam has, how much he doesn't have. This is not, again, this is not Bernie Madoff running away with any money or just shutting down one day. Can you make arguments that Dash is technically unsound? Can you say you dislike Amanda Johnson? Can you say there was a pre-mine Yes, make arguments for all those things if you want to. Make arguments that Donald Trump is not a good person, not a good, president. But it's different than saying scam. It's different than these words that have really different meanings and different implications. And we're just watering down the meaning of these words. So I hope everyone takes a step back and just thinks about it. And you don't have to like every altcoin. You don't have to like Bitcoin. And in the end of the day, yeah, there's still Bitcoins on top. All this noise beneath, we have Bitcoin. We have Bitcoin on top still. So just think about it. Debating is great. Debating is great, but just yelling about scam and Nazi, and it's getting old. All right. The Tuur DeMeester, he had a tweet out there that's a good tweet. It's interesting. He says an altcoin adoption metric is the support by Bitcoin casinos. If a Bitcoin casino accepts the altcoin, that shows how well the altcoin's doing, I guess. The leaders are Dogecoin and Litecoin. He is in that metric. Again, I'll link to it below. You could just decide on your own. All right, I think that's it. I was listening to a T-Rex Get It On before, and I'll link to that below. That's a really awesome song. He was such an original, Mark Bolan and T-Rex, way before his time, coming out with that song in 1971. You should listen to T-Rex if you like rock music, and you'll be like, wow, this stuff is from 1971 to 1978, and it sounds so modern. I mean, he's ahead of his time. Anyway, I'm Adam Meister, the BitcoinMeister, Disruptmeister. Remember to check out the notes section below. Like this video, share this video, tweet it out, subscribe to the channel. Thanks a lot. I'm going to chat with you very soon, right now.